Welcome to our lesson in reading and writing skills entitled Name It, Claim It for the Quarter 1, Module 3. Okay, our objectives. At the end of this module, you will be able to identify claims explicitly or implicitly made in a written text. A. Claim of fact. B. Claim of policy. C. Claim of value. Okay, let's go to our task 1 entitled Take a Peek. Number 1, which of the following is a claim? A. The Philippines has a lot of white sand beaches. B. The tawa-tawa plant can be used to cure cancer. C. Mount Samat is located in Aklan. And D. Kudarat was the Sultan of Sulu. Number 2, which of the following is not a claim? A. Bananas are rich in vitamins. B. Some computers are more intelligent than humans. Letter C. We should prioritize dealing with climate change. And letter D. It's more fun in the Philippines. Okay, number 3. Which of the following is not a claim of policy? A. Human beings must become vegetarians. B. Companies must increase their productivity. C. I must wash my clothes. And D. Mineral water plastic bottles should not be reused. Okay, number 4. Which of the following is a claim of value? A. Silver is a good conductor of electricity. B. Diesel prices should be subsidized by the government. C. Sunlight can be used to cook food. And D. Cell phones are valuable and perhaps even necessary. Number 5 question. Which of the following is not a claim of fact? A. Smoking causes cancer. B. The interest rates for credit cards should be lower. C. Columbus' contemporaries thought the earth was flat. And D. People can reduce the severity of depression by increasing their sunlight exposure each day. Number 6. Which of the following is a claim of policy? A. Lagundi is a better cough medicine than synthetic drugs. B. Little children should not be allowed to play video games. C. Garbage can be turned into oil. And D. Plants also think. Okay, number 7 question. Which of the following is not a claim of value? A. The book version is always better than the movie version. B. The local government is doing well. And C. Honey can be non-perishable food in Mars. And D. The Filipinos are very good in speaking English. Number 8. Which of the following is a claim of fact? A. The death penalty must be restored. B. Alcoholism is a genetic disorder. C. Killing animals for sport is wrong. And D. Mandatory jail terms should be imposed for drunk driving violations. Number 9. Which of the following is true? A. Claims are statements accepted universally. B. Negative statements cannot be claims. C. All claims of policy are also claims of fact. And D. Claims of value relate to what is good or bad. And number 10 question. Which of the following is false? A. Claims must have a degree of controversy. B. Claims must be related to an issue. Letter C. Claims of policy must be related to legal issues. And D. Claims of policy talk about conditions that must exist. Let's go to our task number 2 entitled Frame Your Argument. Okay, did you have an argument with someone lately? What was your argument all about? Now, think of ideas that can associate with the word argumentation and write your ideas in the graphic organizer. Okay, here the highlighted word in the right side of the graphic organizer is the word argumentation. And in the right side, you will think of ideas that you can associate with the word. And you write your ideas in the right hand corner of the graphic organizer. When writers construct arguments, they try to avoid emotional outbursts that often turn arguments into displays of temper. Strong feelings may energize an argument. Few of us make the effort to argue without emotional investment in the subject, but written argument stresses a fair presentation of opposing or alternative arguments. Because written arguments are public, they take on civilized manner. They implicitly say, let's be reasonable about this. Let's look at the evidence on all sides. Before we argue our position, let's put all the reasons and evidence on the table so everyone involved can see what's at stake. Okay? Writers who construct good arguments remember to focus on a debatable position or claim and support each claim with sufficient evidence. Okay, let's go to identifying and analyzing claims. Determining implicit and explicit information. Critical reading allows you to distinguish the information that is clearly stated or explicit in the text from ideas that are suggested or implicit. Okay? Implicit information means implied or understood, though not plainly or directly expressed. Therefore, implicit when it is not directly stated but is either suggested in the wording but or necessary to effectuate the purpose. Explicit information means to fully and clearly express something, leaving nothing implied. Something is explicit when it is clearly stated and spelled out and there is no room for confusion, as in the writing of a contract or statute. Claim is the central argument or thesis of the text. It is also called a position. It is a statement essentially arguable but used as a primary point to support or prove an argument. A claim is a statement that is not considered accepted by all. It may be unverified or controversial to a certain degree. A claim persuades, argues, convinces, proves, or provocatively suggests to a reader who may or may not initially argue with you. Claims in text are significant in supporting propositions and arguments. They define your paper's goals, direction, scope, and exigence and is supported by evidence, quotations, argumentation, expert opinion, statistics, and telling details. Okay, let's go to characteristics of a good claim. First, a claim should be argumentative and debatable. 2. A claim should be specific and focused. 3. A claim should be interesting and engaging. And 4. A claim should be logical. Okay, let's go to types of claim. First type of claim is claim of fact. Okay, this relates to statements that can be easily verified and not dependent on a person's preference. It is based on data, documents, scientific observation results, and research. This is often qualified with the terms as generally, probably, or as a rule. It usually answers the following questions. Did it happen? Is it true? How do we know this? Okay, the examples of claim of fact are Earth is warming rapidly. Generally, the diagnosis requires clinical and ventilatory criteria. The second type of claim is claim of value. This involves judgments and evaluations. It consists of arguments about moral, philosophical, aesthetic topics. It judges whether something is good or bad, right or wrong, just or unjust, ethical or non-ethical, or etc. It attempts to prove that some things are less desirable than others. It also attempts to explain how issues, problems, situations ought to be valued. Okay? Some claims of value are simply expression of taste, preferences, and prejudices. The most important in proving a claim of value is by establishing standards of evaluation. It usually answers the following questions. How bad is it? How good? How moral or immoral? Of what worth is it? Who says so? What do these people value? And what values or criteria should I use to determine its goodness or badness? Okay? An example is, it is wrong to make a noise when someone is speaking. The third type of claim is claim of policy. This advocates a specific course of action. It asserts that specific policies should be instituted as solutions to problems. It requires proposal of clear and measurable actions or steps, justification of the proposed actions, advantages of the proposed action, and possible counter-arguments. Claims of policy argue that a certain condition should exist. Almost always should or ought to or must are included in the claim. It usually answers the following questions. What should we do? How should we act? How can we solve this problem? What course of action should we pursue? Okay, the following are the examples of claim of policy. First, the mayor should suspend the classes today. Okay, you must send your children to public schools. Okay, let's go to our task number 3, entitled All in One. Answer the following questions by filling in the Venn diagram below. Okay, first question, what makes claim of fact different from other claims? 2. What makes claim of value different from the other claims? 3. What makes claim of policy different from the other claims? 4. Cite similarities between claim of facts and claim of value. Number 5. Cite similarities between claim of facts and claim of policy. Number 6. In what ways are the three claims similar to each other? Number 7. Cite similarities between claim of value and claim of policy. Okay, as you can see, this is our Venn diagram. The first circle, we have here claim of fact. In the second circle, we have claim of policy. And the third is the claim of value. Okay, let's go to task number 4, claims identification. Identify the type of claim used in each statement. Write F for claim of fact, letter V for claim of value, and letter P for claim of policy. Okay? Number 1, it is better to be feared than to be loved. Answer, letter V, claim of value. Number 2, local malls should provide more parking spaces. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, answer is letter P, claim of policy. Number 3 question, gun control leads to fewer accidental deaths. Okay, what is your answer? The correct answer is letter F, claim of fact. Number 4 question. Monet's art is more beautiful than Picasso's because of its use of soft color, uplifting subject matter, and unique techniques. Okay, answer letter B, claim of value. Number 5. Cheating is not good. What is your answer? Answer is letter B, claim of value. Number 6. Smoking is an addiction that people are genetically predisposed to. The answer is letter F, claim of fact. Number 7. Pornography is dehumanizing. Answer letter V, claim of value. Okay, number 8 question. One common effect of video game addiction is isolation and withdrawal from social experiences. Answer letter F, claim of fact. Number 9. The growing childhood obesity epidemic is a result of technology. Answer letter F, claim of fact. Number 10. The interest rates for credit cards should be lowered. Answer letter P, claim of policy. Let's go to task number 5, entitled Clash of Claims. Read the excerpt below. Note the claims of fact, value, and policy, and write them in the table. Okay? The COVID-19 coronavirus has tremendously impacted livelihoods, local industries, and the economy in general. Governments around the world have imposed strict measures to contain the virus, such as travel curbs and restricted movements. Currently, about half of humanity is under some form of lockdown or other. To date, nearly 4 million people have been infected with the deadly new coronavirus, taking with it over 270,000 lives. In order to flatten the curve, authorities have issued safety guidelines and everyone is urged to practice social distancing. Until a viable vaccine for the virus is developed, some of these measures are likely to stay indefinitely. According to a group of researchers from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, some form of intermittent social distancing may need to be in place until 2022. The COVID-19 pandemic has significantly changed the way people live their lives. Citizens and businesses are pushed to embrace the new normal due to the virus. For example, a simple handshake, a universal form of a friendly greeting, might have to be squeezed out to reduce the spread of the virus. In fact, it was reported that 2 meters of separation is critical to prevent the transmission of the virus. When the coronavirus first emerged in ASEAN member states, there were reports of mass shortages across the region. It was first dismissed as unnecessary for the public to wear them, except if one is unwell or displays symptoms of the virus. Dr. William Schaffner, a professor at Vanderbilt University's Division of Infectious Diseases, stated that the priority should be face masks to use in the healthcare environment rather than in our community. This is the table that you will be using to answer the claims of fact, claims of value, and claims of policy that you have read a while ago. Okay, let us remember. A claim of fact makes an assertion about something that can be proved or disproved with factual evidence. A claim of value argues that something is good or bad, or that one thing is better than the other thing. Okay? A claim of policy argues that certain conditions should exist, or that something should or should not be done in order to solve a problem. Okay, let us assess. For our task number 6, entitled Claims, Claims, and Claims, identify the type of claim used in each statement. Write letter F for claim of fact, letter V for claim of value, and letter P for claim of policy. Okay, number 1, vaping can lead to increased blood pressure, lung disease, and insulin resistance. Answer, letter F, claim of fact. Number 2 question, the basic keys to success are perseverance and discipline. Okay, answer, letter V, claim of value. Number 3, studies have shown that exposure to violent media is a risk factor for violent behaviors. Answer, letter F, claim of fact. Number 4, the Career Support Network is an excellent resource for people who are considering a midlife career change. Answer, claim of value. Number 5, in order to ensure that graduates are competitive for top jobs in their fields, the college must put additional resources into its career services office and internship programs. Answer, letter P, claim of policy. Number 6, although the International Astronomical Union announced that Pluto is not actually a planet, experts disagree on what characteristics define a planet. Answer, letter F, claim of fact. Number 7, increased investments in solar power will benefit national security by reducing dependence on fossil fuels. Answer, letter F, claim of fact. Let's go to number 8 question. Parents should not only be aware of how their children are using social media, but also understand the potential positive and negative impacts of social media use. Answer, letter P, claim of policy. Okay, number 9. Advances in computer modeling have made it possible to create completely new types of architectural structures. Answer, letter F, claim of fact. Number 10. The level of carbon dioxide in the air is not good. Answer, letter V, claim of value. Okay, let's go to our task number 7, entitled Hot Issues. Your direction, identify an issue affecting your school, community, country, or the world. Write this issue in yes or no questions that begin with the word should. Okay, for example, should senior high school have 2 sets of exams in a semester? Given the issue, formulate your own claims and write them in the appropriate box. Here, the first box contains your claims of facts. The second box is your issue. And the third box on the left side is your claims of texts. And the fourth in the right side is the claim of policy. Okay, let us reflect for our task number 8, entitled I Thought I Learned. Direction, reflect on what you have learned after taking up this module by completing the chart below. Okay, we have here our guide question. What were your thoughts or ideas about the claims of a written text prior to the discussion of this lesson? Okay, you will write your ideas on the corresponding box in the right side of the chart. Next guide question is, what new or additional ideas did you learn after taking up this lesson? Okay, let's answer our pre-assessment. Number 1, which of the following is a claim? Okay, what is your answer? Answer is letter B, that the tawa-tawa plant can be used to cure cancer. That is an example of a claim. Next question. Which of the following is not a claim? Your answer is letter A. Bananas are rich in vitamins. Number 3. Which of the following is not a claim of policy? Answer. Letter C. I must wash my clothes. Okay, number 4. Which of the following is a claim of value? Answer. Letter D. Cell phones are valuable and perhaps even necessary. Number 5. Which of the following is not a claim of facts? Answer. Letter B. The interest rates for credit cards should be lower. Let's go to number 6. Which of the following is a claim of policy? Answer. B. Little children should not be allowed to play video games. Number 7. Which of the following is not a claim of value? Answer. Letter C. Honey can be non-perishable food in Mars. Okay, number 8 question. Which of the following is a claim of fact? Answer. Letter B. Alcoholism is a genetic disorder. Number 9. Which of the following is true? Answer. Letter D. Claims of value relate to what is good or bad. Okay, let's go to our last number. We have which of the following is false? Answer. Letter C. Claim of policy must be related to legal issues. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching.